1,252 people. That's how many shoplifters I caught as a loss prevention manager at a regional retailer. Today we're going to introduce a new series to the channel called Security 101 with Mr. SilverHammer. I'm going to talk some security tips, how to help you protect what matters most. I'm going to introduce the series, and I'm going to kind of tell you my background and what qualifies me to be your security expert. Here we go. Hey, it's George with SilverHammer Surveillance. Man, do I love catching bad guys and girls. I just love it. It's in my heart, it's in my soul, it's in my blood. It's what I do. But I just generally love protecting people. Whether it's homeowners or business owners, that's what I do. That's my gig. So we're starting this new series on the channel called Security 101 with Mr. SilverHammer. And it's going to be me offering tips on how to protect your family, your home, your business, your profits, and your staff. So today I just wanted to give you a little bit of background and why I might be qualified to give you those tips. Back in 2000, I was a security supervisor at a local mall. Had a great time in that job, had so much fun, met so many cool people. I was going to college to become a police officer, so I was studying criminal justice. And one day I was sitting in class and I saw a card on a bulletin board. And it was a regional loss prevention manager. Was his card, and I decided to give him a call and see what it was all about, what he was offering. And so it turned out it was for a loss prevention manager job at a retailer here. And I called him and we had a nice chat, and I went for the job and I ended up getting it, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Even though I was trying to become a cop, I ended up having so much fun in this job, so much passion for this job, met so many cool people. I never became a police officer, I never looked back. So as a loss prevention manager, people ask me all the time, what the heck is that? Well, a loss prevention manager at a retailer is kind of in charge of everybody's safety and security. Kind of talked about this in another video on the channel, but anyway, I'll talk about it again. Everybody's safety and security. So we investigated accidents, both employees and customers. We were very hands-on with the inventory and protecting it from loss. We didn't want to lose our stuff. And so with the inventory portion, that led to what we were most famous for, and that's catching shoplifters and employee thieves and all the crazy things that come with that. And we have another playlist on the channel where I'll tell you all sorts of stories about that. So anyway, in catching those shoplifters and the employees, I just gained a ton of knowledge into the criminal psyche. What their motives were, what they were trying to do before they even did it. I mean, that was kind of our job. It's kind of be 2 steps ahead so we could catch them. And so I just learned so much about all of that. I mean, just the psyche alone. I mean, just trying to think like a criminal. I mean, it kind of sucks some days, but we just got so good at it, and I loved it. And it caught 1,252 people, like I said at the beginning. And that was just with the loss prevention manager part. Then, so that I worked there for 13 years. I started there in 2001, worked there for 13 years. In 2008, I started SilverHammer. I ran it out of my house. I kept the loss prevention manager gig all the way up until 2014. So I kind of did both things. And with SilverHammer, I started to learn so much about criminals and what homeowners wanted to protect, and business owners wanted to protect, and just so many different things. So between the two of them, I just gained so much experience into the insight of what people wanted, what people were worried about, what criminals wanted, what criminals were worried about. And I just really enjoyed protecting homeowners and business owners, and then still doing the loss prevention thing on the side, because I absolutely loved it. But in 2013, I opened my first location with SilverHammer, and that's when things kind of took off. And SilverHammer started taking a little bit too much of my time to stay at the retailer I was at, so sadly I had to leave, and it was very sad. I still miss it. I said it before, and I'll say it again. It was kind of like hunting and fishing, but for humans, being a loss prevention manager, that is. Sitting there using surveillance equipment to catch criminals, that's what we were doing. We were hunting and fishing for criminals. And if you were a hunter or a fisherman, and they took that away from you, you'd be upset about it. And that's kind of how I feel about LP or loss prevention. I miss it. I miss it every day. But now, I get to help protect business owners and homeowners, and I get to catch criminals in a different way. So, with this series, I just kind of want to share all that experience with you. That's why I started SilverHammer in the first place, to kind of share that experience on a local level with homeowners and business owners. And so I'm excited to share some tips with you. Check back on the channel We're going to share those tips very often. And, contact us if you have any questions, or if you want to come into our showroom and get a personal demonstration of some of our stuff. We'd be happy to show it to you and how we can help protect you. Like I said, both the residential side and the business side, we do both. So I look forward to sharing these tips with you. Check back soon. Until then, enjoy.